Hi everyone, my name is Abraham Daniel, and I'm a humanist. Yes, I'm back full, and most of the things that happened were all distractions, and we are returning back to status quo. Now, of course, you know the case is sub judice, and with great respect to Agabaidu Ochidoma, until we are done with all of that, I may not be able to talk about that, but I am free to talk about my personal experience while I was in prison. It was wow. I'm not joking. It was wow. I had enough time to study. Within the 26 days, I studied about four books. Four books. Now, let me shock you. They had no library in that prison yard. Now, look, I'm going to have enough time for podcasting. We are going to put a searchlight on correctional service system in Nigeria. To be honest with you, do you know that they had religious centers, big religious center, no single library, no single library. So inmates just come out when it is time for break. You just sit down doing nothing, and no library. You have no book to study, nothing. I have to scout for book. I met this guy that an inmate. He's studying in Open University, Nigeria now. That is Nigeria Open University, National Nigeria Open University, and I got his books. I had to because I needed to read something. I love reading, and I read about four books, 4 to 5 books then within that 26 days, and it was a good time for me because I had enough time to see life and the world from a different point of view. I had to recalibrate, like just sit down, study, read, and think. I had a good time to think. I had a good time to review my process because, like I always say, my process must be consistent with my destination as a humanist. That's what we do. Our destination is mankind, so our process is for humanity. Is humanity. So it was a good time. It was a good time, and of course. Very soon we are going to be looking at how to give back to that correctional service because they have no library. They have no library. One of the first project we are going to do is to donate books and set up a library in that correctional service because like we used to say, if you want to hide anything from a black man, put it in a book. No single book, no library, so people don't read. Oh, it was terrible. People don't read. And do you know I met this inmate that the guy that gave me his books, it was the book he read in one of the correctional service center that changed his life. The guy was a dropout. He never went to complete his secondary school. Right now, he has finished his secondary school. He's now a graduate. Right now, he's in his final year. Now, that story will be coming out as we keep rolling this out. I'm going to see how we can have a podcast section to roll out some of my experience and some of the happening within the correctional service. And let me shock you. Let me shock you. You won't believe it. Our cell, in our cell, we were over 84 in one room, over 84. You oh, come on. I don't want to go into details now because it's just an iceberg. And also um we're going to do a whole lot. We're going to do a whole lot. I am going to see how we can reach out to the Ministry of Interior and the DG of the Correctional Service System in Nigeria, and to see how we can support. Because, like the wise man said, I think it was TDJs. He said, "Where I bled, I bless. Where I bled, I bless." So going to prison was a good time for me because I saw things real time. I saw people real time, and it was fun. If I said fun, I'm not joking. I had enough time to study, and we are going to review some of the things of my experiences on our live Facebook live and also on the podcast sections. And but for now, like I said, on the issue directly, I'm not going to comment on it until the court decide or the peace process is done. So far, so good. I want to tell every humanist out there, I love you. Every atheist out there, I love you. And every Christian out there, every Muslim, I love you because you're all human beings. We may be engulfed by wrong ideology, but we are all human. We are all human. All we are doing is to rewrite the software. Rewrite the software. For like we always say, the best way to deal with wrong ideology is to overcome them with a better one. A better one. So we are going to do a whole lot of talking talking, review. So I want to thank every one of you once again. It was brought to my notice. One brother. I used to know him, Goshed Rokpo. I used to know Goshed Rokpo while I was in Utukpo, and if he's watching this, I want to remind him. I think we used to have what we call there's a drama group we used to have then in Assemblies of God. He used to play guitar. Royal Ambassador, I think Royal Ambassador, Peacemakers, Evans and Evans. Then I remember very well, and Bishop Hendricks Omale, Bishop Hendricks Omale. I want to thank you specially. Goshedo Rokbo, I want to thank you specially. I want to thank Professor this professor in US. Oh, he stood by us. He stood by me. I want to thank you. I can't remember your name right now, but it was a good time. All I want to say is that the process of going to prison was a blessing to me. I'm not joking. It was a blessing. I had enough time. A 26 day, you know, that I had time to study. I had time to read books. Enough, hardware books. I read the book about how America got their freedom. A man like um, uh, Adams, Samuel Adams, and Henry Lee. These guys were those that pioneer the sovereignty of America. They are the real hero and all of that. So we are going to do a whole lot of work. But like I said once again, humanity first. Humanity first. It is love above hate. I hate nobody. Man, come on. Whatever that happened is for my good because they have helped me, given me a better platform to reach more people, and I'm reaching you now because of them. So thanks to them. And like I said, above all hate is love. As a humanist, I owe no grudges, no bitterness. I love you all. And of course, while I was in detention, I had issue. My ex-wife did a podcast and all of that. And a whole lot of folks have been in between whether to reply her or not. But this is my stand on that. I may not reply her because of my kids, because I may be going into details, and I don't want. I have four girls and one boy. They are great children. Lillian, I love you. Come on, you know how I going to call you. You are the mother of the house. You know that perfection. I give you that name, perfection, because human are perfect. Human are perfect. There's nothing like perfect, imperfect human being. And eternity. No, sorry. The next is grace. And then you after my mother, Grace. I love you. I love you. And the next again is eternity. You know the meaning of the word eternity? Human life is endless. It's endless. It's a cycle. So there's no heaven, any hellfire anywhere we're going. And the last boy, I call you Daniel after my father. So I love you all. I love you all. So I don't want to mess up their life in a way that things will get too tough for them. So that they don't have fathers that always on social media talking about family issue and all of that. So maybe for that I may not really talk about. I may not reply my ex except it demands. Maybe if I get advice from good friends, I say no, reply. I will. But if not, I won't. And also, I thought about very dark man. Yesterday I wrote about replying him, but I also got calls because as a humanist, we are open to advice. And I think I won't reply you. Very dark man, you're my brother. You're my brother. You're my brother. I love you. I love you. You're a great guy. You are doing a great job. You have inspired a whole lot of people. So I love you, very dark man. Twirly for you. Respect, respect. Whatever happened between us as men, we are not women that keep dragging here and there. We do respect women, though. When I mean women here, it's a figure of speech there. So with good due respect to them, very dark man, respect. No need to drag. I love you. You're a great guy doing your own thing, your own way, your own style. I love you. It is always love over hate. We as humanists, it is best when we come together because the politicians and religious folks want to divide us so that in our division they gain strength. But we need to unite. Very dark man, I am open to talk in terms of how we can synergize and see how we can redeem humanity. And when I mean humanity, I'm looking at it holistically. We may all not be the same, but we have a uniqueness. And so, very dark man, I love you. I love you. And a whole lot of folks that maybe would have said things that hurt me, but I love, love, love. Come on, love. I don't give what I don't have. I have love as a humanist, so I give you love. I love you, Deji. Initially, I had issue. I was pained when I got your reaction while I was in detention. But everybody, we are all entitled to opinion, so I wouldn't take offense. I wanted, but no, hala. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're a great guy. You're a great guy. So I love you. You're doing a great job. I love everyone. So humanity first, and we are thriving on that. Thank you and have a great day.